Hi, welcome. My name is Gareth and I'm the founder of the Nock Academy. I'm so pleased that you downloaded the guide and I hope that those tips were super helpful. This workout's been designed to give you a full body insight to the coaching and the types of movements and exercises that we do at the Nock Academy. Today, I'm going to take you through 4 big blocks of work and a warm-up to prepare us for those. We're going to be looking at some upper body strength, some lower body strength, some core training, a little bit of cardio, and some stability and mobility. So it's going to be a real mixture of everything. Here's a couple of things you're going to need today. If you have a dumbbell, a pair of dumbbells, a kettlebell, maybe a resistance band, have any of those things nearby. You could even use a household object to hold for some of these exercises, but it's been designed for you to do this body weight only if you can and if you need to, okay? So anytime you need to modify today, what I recommend is you look out for good quality movement and you look out for that range of motion and feeling it in the right place. And if that means modifying the exercise to make it more successful for you, then please do that. As always, if you have any questions about the workout, if you have any further follow-ups, you can always reach us at thenockacademy.com, send us an email, reach out to us on social media. We'll be happy to give you more information, answer any of your questions, and help you be more successful in your fitness journey. All right, we're going to get started with the warm-up. We're going to do this. If you have a resistance band, grab it, but you can also do this with just your arms. And then we're going to go through shoulder mobility. We're going to go into some squats, some lunges, and some planking movements to really set you up for the foundations. All right, let's do it. So we're going to grab that piece of equipment. If you have it, you can use a resistance band, but I'll show you how to do it without. So we're going to start with shoulder mobility. We're taking this band or the arms up and over. And this is key and important to mobilize the shoulders, start to increase the blood flow and open out what are typically tight muscles here in the fronts of the shoulders and the upper body. If you're working without the band today, you can simply circle the arms through. Building a nice fluid movement. Starting to feel that openness. Sometimes, especially if you're sitting a lot during the day, driving a lot, the fronts of these shoulders can also get a little bit tight, a little bit restricted to it, opening and mobilizing, using the band or using the arms. We'll do that a couple more times. Now, either with the band or with the arms, we're going to pull apart, squeezing the shoulder blades. So you squeeze together and then let it go. Squeeze together, let it go. If you're using the arms today, we're just going to squeeze and pull in, squeeze and pull in, and we're looking to pull the shoulder blades together. So we're squeezing them into the upper back, getting them to open out. These are really important muscles here, especially as I said, the arms are in front of us a lot during the day. If we're working or we're sitting at a desk driving, maybe we got young children, we're carrying them, a lot of that stuff can be affected. So this is going to fire up those postural muscles and going to pair up nicely with that mobility. All right, we're going to do a couple more here. All right, excellent. Body weight only. We're going to now visit the lower body. So we're going to take your feet wide here, turn your toes out, your knees out, abdominals braced tight. You're going to sink down, push your knees out, reach down towards the floor with your hands. So we're sliding the butt back and down, checking your knee in lines with the middle of your foot. So the angle of your foot's not so important, but the alignment between foot and knee is way more important. Abdominals braced, finding a range that you can control. So you're pulling in that midsection, breathing continuously through. Good. We're going to add on just a little raise of the heels. Down touch, raise, down touch. Now, if you're not quite touching the floor today, that's okay. Work with the range you've got. It might be a little bit more reduced, and that's perfectly okay. What we'll hopefully find is these range of motions improve when you repeat these exercises multiple times and we start to train our body in a nice, consistent and functional way to improve that mobility and movement. Good, do 2 more. And then we're going to go into the next fundamental for the workout today, which is a lunge. So bring your feet underneath your hips, toes face forward. Again, nice core tight, posture upright. We're going to step back, lunge down, come back up. So you're guiding your back knee towards the floor. Your front knee is in line with the middle foot, just like I said in the squat, same thing. This is a great tip for all our lower body movements we're going to do today. Dropping down. Now take a look, we're going to sink down and rotate our upper body. So bring your hands to your chest, rotate. Twist in, twist out. Okay, what are we doing here? We're bringing another fundamental movement in, the rotation. Utilizing that mid upper back. So we're bracing the abs and squeezing the butt cheeks to stabilize our pelvis. Now pushing up that through that front leg, so you start to feel your glute muscles, the muscles of the butt, the quads, the muscles at the top of the thigh. And you should definitely be feeling that heart rate start to lift and your body temperature coming up a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna do 2 more. Nice simple movement pattern. All right, excellent. Upper body focus now, come on down. We're gonna start down here on your knees. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We're gonna set up a plank, so push the floor away. Ground the hands, and then you wanna do what we call a corkscrew with the hand, like you're turning out. So your elbows face back. Good, brace the midsection tight. If it feels good, pop the toes up and hold. So finding this strong plank position, push through the crown of your head, drive your heels backwards, create that full body tension. Okay, you want your shoulders to be relaxed, away from your ears, and pushing the floor down. Good, bring your knees down, sit back. All right, take a look. We're gonna have your hands a bit wider this time. Okay, this time we're gonna corkscrew in again, so the elbows go back 45 degrees. Knees down, toes down. We're gonna lower your chest down towards elbow height in the push-up. Pressing through the ground, driving away. If that feels good today, and you feel strong in that movement, you can come up on your toes. But remembering, range of motion is our number 1 focus, okay? Number 1 focus. Last couple. And then we're gonna go into our first block, which is lower body strength. All right, excellent work. So we should feel that heart rate lifting. Covered all those fundamental movements. So the first block we're gonna work on is 5 lower body exercises that we're gonna bring together one by one. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of recovery or transition between moves. So it's gonna be fairly fast paced today, but it's gonna give you time to see the movements and set them up really, really well. Now, with each movement, there's gonna be modifications. You can use body weight, you can use added weight. So if you've got a kettlebell, dumbbell, something that you can hold for some of these moves, you can definitely use it. However, body weight might just be enough and you'll still feel successful and get that good range. So let's set up for the first movement. I'm gonna show you this one. It is a body weight or a goblet squat. So if you have that weight, you can hold it here. If you have a dumbbell, up here, and we're gonna be dropping down into this regular squat pattern. So take the piece of equipment you have or body weight with the hands at the chest. Get ready, here comes your first move, 45 seconds, squatting down. So this is our first 5-minute block. And I want you to find a tempo for these ones, nice and controlled. So if you can go a 1 1000, 2 1000, 1 1000, 2 1000. So it's a little bit narrower than earlier. We're going to focus a bit more on driving the knees forward and sinking the butt down. If you're holding that weight today, it can be racked across here, here, into the chest. Now really push the floor away, squeeze your butt at the top to finish that move. And we're working that range of motion, keeping your spine aligned. So it's a little bit of a narrower one. It biases your quads. We've got the last few seconds here. 3, 2, 1. All right, take 15 seconds. Watch me. Next move, single weight or body weight. And you can also double up as well. The movement is a split squat, which is a static style lunge. We're gonna go up and down for 2 seconds. So set yourself up, left leg in front, right leg behind. Let's go. Down for 2, up for 2, down for 2. Now, if you feel you want a bit more of a challenge, take a second weight or pop the weight down today and just work on that body weight. We're lowering your back knee towards the floor, keeping that tailbone tucked a little and your core tight. Knee in line with toe, middle foot. And remember, your range of motion will vary. Okay, and the torso position will also vary because everyone's a little different. 1, 2, 1, 2. So just remembering that this first set, we had our left leg in front, our right leg behind. You're trying to drive out that front heel. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to go to the wide squat position. If you're using that weight today, grab it, take your toes out, your knees out, nice and strong. We're going to pick up that weight, and we've got the wide squat with the heel raise that we saw in the warm-up. All right, come join me. Knees out, squeeze the butt, lift. Now I want you to feel now that little bit more work, inner, outer glute. So the inner, outer kind of groin area, which is your adductors, abductors, your internal, external rotators. Check knee aligned with the middle of your foot. They're shooting out. Brace the abdominals tight and keep that tall torso. I like to bring the forearms and just press them back into the thighs. So even if your body weight today Push them in, come up. All right, last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going back to our split squat. So this time we're going to have our right leg in front, our left leg behind. Remember, you can go single weight, or you can go double weight, or you can go body weight. Knee tracking middle foot. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So changing the angle here so you can get a really good look at that we're not too narrow. So if you imagine train tracks, you don't want to be on the same track. You want one foot on one track, one on the other. So we're nice and stable, nice and strong. Touching down, driving up. Press through the heel to really dominate those muscles, and almost like you're sliding your legs together. So try this on the next rep. Imagine pulling your leg backwards, shifting in with the back leg. So you're kind of pulling them in, or that scissor type effect. You'll feel your hamstrings and your hip flexors working harder. Okay, that's the front here of the hip and the back of the thigh. So those muscles working to pull you in. 3, 2, 1. Okay, final movement pattern for your lower body block. Hopefully you can start to feel those legs engaging and working through the exercises. This one is a deadlift or a hinge pattern. So take a look. If you have a single or double weight, you can try it. If not, body weight only. Okay, come and join me. We're going to tip, sit the butt back, stand up. 2 seconds each way. Butt sits back. Keep the weights close. So you're going to run them down your thigh. And if you're using arms today, place your pinkies on your thighs. Sit back. You now see how the butt sits back, but the knees bend. These stay consistent throughout. So you're sitting back as far as you can without bending the knees anymore or any less. Okay, sitting back like you're trying to sit your butt back to touch the wall behind you. Pull your shoulders down, chin tucked in, and only coming down far enough where you can maintain good alignment. Now squeeze your butt and pull on those hamstring muscles like a piece of rope. Pull, squeeze down the back of the thighs. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, so just a simple quick run through of all of those fundamental patterns, the lunge, the squat, the hinge, and that kind of brings that lower body in. What I recommend you do if you want a little bit longer is just press pause, skip back, go everything again. So you can do another round if you want to. And this is going to extend that workout, and you can double up on every block today. We're going to move into upper body and core for the next block. So again, it's 5 moves, 5 minutes. Push-ups, we've got some core base work, some rows, some abdominal training. So you can choose where feels good. Now, if you have your weights, grab them, keep them nearby, and we're going to be utilizing them through today in this block. However, body weight is perfectly fine as well. So let's get set up. You saw this in the warm-up. I recommend you coming down on your knees and tucking your toes under and working range of motion before you challenge the lever through the body, lower body. So hands wider than shoulder, corkscrew them in. Get ready, we're going for our first move. And let's go, down and up. Good, just make sure it's controlled and steady. Your elbows should point back at a 45-degree angle rather than straight out to the side. You can bring your knees underneath you, adjusting the lever, allowing you to go deeper and be more successful. Upper body strength, shoulders and chest. Now, if you want a little more today, you can pop up on your toes, find that strong position. Same move. Pulling your shoulders down and back, squeezing through the back muscles to help you be stable and strong. Push the floor away. Last few reps, and then we go into our core work. 3, 2, 1. Good, roll over to your back. Lie down, bring your knees above your hips, and then reach your arms up so they are directly above your shoulders. Point through the fingertips. This one's a dead bug. Take a look, we're going to extend arm and leg. Opposite sides in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Out. Brace the abdominals so your lower back is close to the floor. And if you feel it lifting, you're just going to shorten the range today, or maybe you just want to touch the toe on the ground. Okay, this will keep the lever a bit shorter and allow you to be more successful. Pull in tight, pull that belly button through, lower back towards the ground, finding a finished position where you can maintain good posture. So this challenges our core, but teaches us cross connection through upper and lower body. And you're going to see this throughout the workout today. Again, nice steady breath cycle, in your nose, out your mouth. That's it, and time. Good, come around to that push-up position again. If you have a pair of dumbbells, you can try this today. I'm gonna show you both options. So hands under your shoulders, again, you can be knees or toes, and we're gonna be rowing from our plank, pulling that elbow up and in. If you have dumbbells, you can try it too. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Row, elbow close, right, hands under shoulders. So whether that's body weight or added weight, squeeze between the shoulders. Now, if it feels good, you can bring those feet up, toes under, feet a bit wider. But the goal is to keep your hips square and stable while you execute that row. Drive the elbow back and think wrist to hip bone. So you're scooping through, getting those big back muscles engaged. Three, 2, 1. Okay, roll over onto your back now. Come join me, same as before. Knees and toes. Difference here is you're going to bring your fingertips this time to your temples, so forward of your ears, elbows super wide. Take a look. We're going to cross over and come back. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Cross. So again, we're bringing in those rotations, cross connection movements. If that's too much for the lower back, you feel it lifting, coming off, bring your feet down and just lift as you twist. Now, the objective, to bring your shoulder to your knee rather than your elbow. This is going to increase our rotation. And if you want more of a challenge, you can start to straighten that leg as you twist. Pulling it back anytime, as long as we're maintaining the right posture and alignment is the key. That's it, lead with that shoulder, get right across the body. 3, 2, 1. Okay, last one in our block of 5. If you have your weight today, you can grab it and you can use any household item for this. We're going to overhead press and tricep extension, and you can even use just your arms today. Ready, set, let's go. Up, behind. If you're using just the arms today, I recommend pressing the palms together, pushing up and driving your hands in and squeezing through the shoulders and through the arms. So we can build a lot of tension here through the muscle without the weight. As we press up, keep your head back, keep the abdominals braced to prevent any overextension of the spine. Drive through the middle, and if you have double weight, you can absolutely do that too. Last few seconds coming up, and then our upper body core sequence is done. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, rest and recover. Excellent job. That's 2 blocks done. Remember, if you feel that upper body set went really, really well, you want to repeat that, just skip the video back 5 minutes and you're going to get to repeat that for 1 more round. Now we're going to go into our cardio block. This cardio block has got 5 exercises. Again, there are modifications, there are variations that you can take when you need to. This is going to send your heart rate a lot higher than the previous rounds. And the goal here is to really look at movements that accelerate our speed, accelerate the heart rate, and start to challenge our cardiovascular fitness as opposed to our strength in the last few sets. So, first movement, take a look. We've got fast feet. Okay, keep this low and move quick. Body stays stable in the middle. You're going to move your feet for speed. You've done your 45 seconds, we're going to rest, recover, and then repeat, and we'll move into exercise number 2. All right, get ready everyone, cardio round, here we go. Core tight, tip forward, let's go, in and out, 45 seconds. Now, you can bring that impact right down, walk through, especially if you're trying to reduce the noise or the impact on your joints today. It feels good to speed up, you can make a bit more noise, you can start to move quicker. Great coordination. Okay, try to keep that body fairly central and just move the legs rather than the whole body moving side to side. Getting that heart rate up. All right, we've got 10 seconds. Hustle for that speed. If you can add a little more, do it. If you need to pull back on the impact, do it. But 5 more seconds, we keep moving. 3, 2, 1, rest. 15 seconds, take your breather and watch me. Hands under shoulders, we're back into that plank position. Nice and strong. We're going to bring the knee under hip and back, keeping the hips down and square. The speed you choose is up to you. Mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Mountain climber. Trying to get your knees close to the ground, keeping the butt down, because as it lifts, we can't engage those glutes for stability. So squeeze the butt, push through, knees close to the ground, slow it down or speed it up. Now pull your head back, push through the crown of your head, lengthen, push the floor away. Straightening those arms, squeezing those shoulders down, and the core super tight. That heart rate sailing. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. So that's movement 2 in our cardio block. We're going to revisit that squat pattern, but we're going to be a bit more dynamic. So 2 variations. Feet underneath your hips. You're going to step out, reach for the floor. Step out, reach for the floor. Join me in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Step, step. Good. Drill a couple of reps. Make sure that feels good. Chest up, spine long, knees and toes out. You want a little more? Take a look. Adding some impact, but also adding a little bit of noise too. So choose that version that works for you today. And take a look from the side. Driving the knees out. Remember, take it down to a side step squat anytime. Working on getting the hips low, and you don't have to touch the floor, just reach in that direction. In 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, next exercise up. We've got inchworms. A little bit of space in front. We're going to squat down, walk out, plank, walk back, stand up. I got some modifications there. Join me in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Walk out to plank, walk back, stand up. Modify today by coming down, knees down all fours, and then back out. So if that plank is going to push you into a less than optimal posture and alignment, you're going to take the knee option. Hands under. Great for training our plank position. And if you want to, just accelerate a little, lift the heels at the top, like you're going to jump or actually jump. Last few seconds. Choose that level that works for you. 3, 2, 1. Rest and recover. 15 seconds. Final movement for the cardio block. Take a look. It's a skater. We're going to jump side to side. Okay? The modification to step. Join me in 3, 2, 1. Step across. Widen swing the arms or take off and leap. Always keeping this leg inside to minimize that rotation through the pelvis. Land soft, abs braced. Push from the outside of your foot. Step tap, less impact, less noise. Okay, just as effective. We stay low. We keep the muscles loaded for longer, increasing blood flow and oxygen demand, keeping the intensity up. 10 seconds. Let's finish this cardio block strong. Three, 2, 1. 1 minute. All right, excellent job. That's your cardio block done. Now we're going to look at stability and mobility. Again, we've got 5 moves, 5 minutes. If you feel great, you feel exhilarated and powered by that cardio set, just skip the video back 5 minutes and repeat that block again for a little extra cardio. Otherwise, we're going to set up for stability and mobility. Take a breather, keep yourself hydrated, drink when you need to, wipe your sweat, and do what works. Okay, these ones are going to be our body weight only, and we're going to be stabilizing and mobilizing the body. So exercise number 1 is a down dog to plank. So you've seen this position earlier. Plank, downward facing dog. So traditional yoga exercise, coming back to plank, and anytime you can come through, knees down. All right, get yourself ready. We've got 5 seconds. First stability and mobility exercise. Plank position, knees or toes. Let's go. Press the heels down, press the bum up, working that mobility and stability in shoulders. Remember, knees down, come onto all fours, or through to plank. Slide You can really gain a lot from just slowing these ones down a touch. Shoulders over hands, spread the fingertips. Good, push through your heels. So we're trying to send your tailbone up to the ceiling. So still stabilizing, still strengthening, challenging. And the nice crossover is when we build the strength in the plank, your push-ups get better, those plank rows get better, all those things where we stabilize improve. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Hey, roll over. Movement number 2 is a bridge pullover. So we're going to lift your hips up into this bridge position. The hands are going to come over, squeeze, and come back down. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the palms together, drive your feet through the floor, lift into bridge, squeeze the hands, come over, bum down. Now when we lift, I want you to push the floor away from you with your feet and squeeze your glutes at the top. Now drive your hands together to create that engagement in your upper body muscles. This is going to help you keep your shoulders away from your ears. Start to engage the shoulder stabilizers, but also teaching us to be mobile overhead. Okay, this is a big restriction for a lot of people. This is really going to help us stay healthy through the shoulder joint. We're strengthening your glutes. Now you want to try and keep the bridge out of your lower back. So when you lift, it's not about height, it's about engagement of the muscle. So push through the floor, squeeze the butt. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, there, hold. We're going to do some strong planking position. So hands under shoulders once again. Tuck the toes under. Get ready. We're going to lift your knees a couple of inches off the floor. Okay, lift. Hold for a breath. And come back down. Good. Push through your hands and feet. Lift. Hold. We're looking for that straight spine. Like a coffee table, you want to be able to rest your cup of coffee on there. Keep it nice and straight, nice and long. Head aligned with spine. If you want to hold a little longer today, just keep that breathing cycle going until you feel the form start to break down, and then come down and recover and repeat. So we're building that stability. Holding strong. We've got 10 seconds. If you can, join me for the final 10. We're going to stay. Pressing through the floor, pressing through the toes. 3, 2, 1. Okay, come on down. Onto your belly. If you take a quick look, I'm going to take you through the first couple of reps. So we're going to lift through the chest, lift through the hands. Okay, thumbs turned up. 3, 2, 1. Join me. Palms down. Lift the chest. Now I want you to emphasize pulling your belly button up away from the floor. It's like you got a blueberry under there and you try not to squish it. Pull your belly button in. Now squeeze your butt and push your pelvis down into the floor. This is going to give you that long spine position. Now we're trying to squeeze between your shoulder blades as you lift. Turn the thumbs up. This is going to engage your shoulder stabilizers. We've got 10 more seconds. Squeeze and lift. The chin tucked in like you're holding a tennis ball between chin and chest. Right across that middle back area. Working. 3, 2, 1. All right, come up to seated. Final movement. Okay, place your feet down in front, rest back on your hands. We're going to be doing some seated internal external rotation for the hips with some twists. All right, check this out. We're going to roll. Knees come in, hand comes around. Reach to the other hand. Now scoop around. Knees turn, scoop this hand, place it on top of the other. Good, come on in. Try to press that knee down to the floor, both inside and outside. Hands together, rotate, sweep around. Good. Keep going. I'm going to show you here from the side so you can see that sweep. Hand down. So what we're doing here is active recovery. So we're still mobilizing, still finding those end ranges in some important places. Spine, shoulder, hip. And it's going to act as a little bit of a cool down and recovery. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now that's the final movement in our final block. So that's taking you all the way through that entire workout today, the 5 blocks of work. Remember, like I've said throughout, if there's a section that you really enjoyed, you could go back and repeat. Maybe you want to do the strength sections a couple of times, and I'd recommend that as a great progression. What this is going to allow you to do is build a little bit of strength through volume and adding on those repetitions and perfecting those movements. With the cardio round, obviously, if you want a little bit more cardio element, you want to work on that cardiovascular health, cardiovascular fitness, then repeat that cardio section a couple of times, and the stability and mobility could be done 1 or 2 times in a row as a little workout all on its own. So now you can chop it up, you can maximize and optimize whatever time you have and utilize the bits of the workout for you to be successful. I would recommend at this point at the end of your workout taking some time just to move your body in a fluid motion. That might just be some walking, some pacing, some gentle stretching if that feels good. However, your recovery is very subjective person to person, so whatever feels good for you. If you haven't worked out for a while, you're returning for some time, or it's your first time doing something like this, it is normal to be sore. When our body and our nervous system is challenged through something new and different, it's normal to be sore for a couple of days. So just make sure you rest plenty, get lots of great sleep, make sure your nutrition, you get some nice complete proteins, carbs, fats, all in your diet to make sure that you get some good recovery. These things are going to help. This has been an absolute pleasure to deliver to you today. I hope you gained something valuable from that workout, whether it was from the workout, the mental element of it, whatever it might be. And as I said, you can repeat this time and time again. Now you have access. If you're looking for more of the same, if you're looking for maybe one section that you really loved and you'd like to experience a strength workout or maybe a yoga-based class, then come check us out at the Nock Academy. We have 16 live sessions a week on our schedule where you can get live interactive coaching. So not just me talking to you and you seeing it, but me seeing you. So I can coach you, encourage you, and you can join a community of like-minded people. We absolutely adore helping busy parents and busy people just like us move more and feel great. So I hope that's what you got from today. As I said, you can find us at thenockacademy.com or find us at the Nock Academy on all social media platforms where we'd be happy to connect with you. We look forward to seeing you on one of our live sessions real soon. Bye for now.